So in this segment, folks, we have the renowned Chef Ricardo, a chef and author, who shared his story of success in his newly penned book. Get ready to be inspired by his culinary journey. Ricardo, Wagwan, welcome to Smile. How are you?
Big up yourself. Everything is good, man. Big up yourself.
I almost said good morning, but I know you're in the United Kingdom, so it's kind of afternoon now. So good afternoon, my friend. Really great to see you. Congrats on your book. You grew up in St. Anne. Tell me a little bit about that. Any memories, any special memories of you and your grandma there?
Yes. You know what I mean? As I say, grew up with your grandparents. You know what I mean? It's an amazing thing. You know what I mean? Because you learn a lot from your grandparents. And, you know what I mean? Grew up in St. Anne. You know, when I was young and I grew up with my grandma, you know what I mean? My grandma used to love cook. And I used to be in the kitchen with her. So one day she was cooking. And, you know, when she, you know, in Jamaica, you got the outside kitchen. So it's like, you know, wood fire and all them thing there. So my grandma was cooking. And when she was cooking, the pot turned over. She was making some red pea soup. And it have a little bird right from my stomach here. And so he said, young man, you're going to be a chef. Not a chef, you know, you're going to be a cook. So grew up with a grandma, that's an experience. Brilliant.
Yeah, well, you kind of spoiled one of the questions because I was going to ask you, where is that mark, that cooking mark? You lost your parents as a young person, unfortunately. What was that like for you? How difficult was that for you?
Well, it was a difficult time, you know what I mean? My dad used to do a lot of farm work back in those days. You know what I mean? My mom used to love the farming. And my dad used to be traveling. So my mom passed away when I was young. And then my dad, you know what I mean, passed away also. But to be honest with you, I was young, but, you know what I mean, I keep focused as a young man. You know what I mean? You know, grew up in Jamaica. It wasn't easy those days, but okay. I just keep focusing.
Yeah. The book says recipes to success. And even though you do have some recipes at the end of the book, we're not talking about cooking here when you say recipes for success. Why did you want to write the book in the first place?
You know what happened? It was in an interview. I did an interview by Tamara Mackenzie. But Tamara Mackenzie, well, I don't want to miss up her Mackay. And when I do the interview, I inspired by that interview when I said to her, you know what happened? I want to turn this interview into a book. And it was just like in my brain, say I need to spit out this to the world. So there are a lot of people can also have an idea where someone is coming from and the next generation also can learn from my experience, you know what I mean? So the struggling, what I go through, that means someone else can also learn. So that's the reason why the book has come. Yep. You know what I mean? Yep. From poverty to purpose. Chef Ricardo secret recipe, but in all the recipes, that's a play word. Play word because of my shit.
Yeah. Chapter 4, you says, failures are detours, not a stop sign. Failure is also an ingredient. And I asked that because, and I mentioned that because your first business venture failed, but you are where you are now. What was that about? And when it failed, did you say, no, sir, I can't buy this, I go back to Jamaica, go sleep, you know? How did you come out of that in a positive way?
You know what happened? When the business failed, I said to myself, you know, I'm gonna still keep pushing on towards my goal. I never give up. You know what I mean? I went back and I go back into the school, started doing some chef work again and some different restaurant. You know what I mean? I used to be feeding over 800 kids a day. I did not just go away and say to myself, you know what, it was a failure. I keep pushing on and never give up. I just keep the faith, and it was an amazing. So I learned from all of that, and that's why I'm here today and spread the good news about from poverty to purpose, Chef Ricardo secret recipes to success. Yeah.
You said you wanted to work at Gatwick Airport, and you actually did, and you actually did so, but not as a chef.
No. It wasn't as a chef, you know. You know what? When I leave the school, I get the opportunity to work in Gatwick Airport, and you know what I mean. And it was an amazing, but I did still keep my chef, you know what I mean, skill with me, although I go to the airport and get that very amazing experience, you know. But I was still doing my cooking on the side also, because I never give away my cooking. So, you know what I mean? That's one of my passion.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Not only that, I do the ambulance work same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Driving the ambulance van. But I didn't give up my cooking because that's what makes me here today.
Fantastic. Chapter 7. You say the journey to the top requires balance. Explain that.
You know, balance is like, you know, sometimes, you know what I mean, when you're going through certain kind of, you know what I mean, difficulty in life, you know, as I say, anyone can learn from anyone, and you're never too old to learn. Every day you cook, you learn. And that's why today I can say to myself, because I learned from a lot from my grandparents and in the school and different places, but at the same time, you're going to have to still keep focusing on what you have to do. You have to take a little bit of break and make sure you are focusing on your goal also. It doesn't matter who you are in this world. Once you put your head towards your goal and your dream, you can get it.
As the first Jamaican chef to get a gold YouTube plaque, 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube. Congrats. How you feel about that, Virgin? How you feel about that?
Well, you know, I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I thank God, you know what I mean, because, you know what I mean, God has kept me, and, you know what I mean, I work towards my goal and my dream, and it happened. But I have to be honest with you, I feel really great, and I will tell anyone in this world, you can also achieve the same thing what Chef Ricardo achieved.
Yep. Finally, sir, favorite recipes at the end of the book. Which one is your favorite?
You know, I do love my Jamaican rum fruit cake. You know why? Back in the days when I was young man growing up, my grandma would go to the field and she will pick sorry and make sorry juice and also make rum fruit cake. So these are something which I grew up on. Black rum fruit cake, you can never go wrong. It's perfect. So that's my favorite. Also, I do like my barbecue chicken and my jerk chicken.
All right. Where can we get the book?
Well, the book is available on Amazon, or you can go also to my website, chefricardo.co.uk. But also, it will be in store in Jamaica, so that's a very great news. But you can get it also on Amazon at the moment in hardcover, softcover, and also Kindle you can download.
Yep. Congrats again, Virgin. Really good to see you. Congrats. Just keep on doing what you're doing. I suspect you still have much more to achieve. God bless you and your family. Stay safe.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it this morning.
Yes, man. Our pleasure. All right. Our off-the-shelf feature with chef and author Ricardo Campbell.